I have a better chance of jumping into a lake and not getting wet than the Jets do of beating Kansas City on Sunday. Anytime you step on the football field, you got a chance to win the game. Do the Jets have a chance in this game? I'll let you develop that opinion. I'm not going to say much else. I'm not a football fan. What game am I watching on Sunday? Pittsburgh and Baltimore. How about at 4 o'clock, San Francisco and Seattle? At 8 p.m., I'm finding anything else to do but watch that game because Dallas and Philadelphia, I will not watch that game. I will find something to do, whether it's Christmas carols a little bit early this year, whatever. I will make sure that I don't watch that game. I will purposely find something to do. I will find a Crayola coloring book, or I will find something. I will find something. NFL Week 8, we got a lot of good games on tab this weekend. If you're a New York City football fan, close your eyes, and you won't have to open them till Tuesday morning. NFL Week 8 review, hit the like button, subscribe, go nowhere. Here, and I'm looking at these games, and some of these games, honest to God, on paper, if you're a casual football fan and you see who's playing who, you may sit and think, wow, this is not going to be fun to watch. There are actually quite a few games this weekend that have the potential to be fun to watch, and I'm going to talk about every one, and I'm going to give you my preview and prediction. But first, I don't tell people to do it, but put the bell on for notifications. My upload schedule is all over the place. It's either once every 3 days or once every day. We're going to talk about every single game here. The first game we're going to talk about is Atlanta and Carolina. That was Thursday night. Atlanta did get the win. It doesn't mean much. Their defense isn't good. The team's offense is fantastic. Atlanta's never had a problem on offense. Julio Jones is great. Todd Gurley is playing pretty decent. Running the ball, Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan. Their offense is fantastic. You give Atlanta a good defense and some leadership and direction, and it has a chance to challenge for the NFC South. But it's going to be a while before we see something like that. But Atlanta gets the win over Carolina. Christian McCaffrey was questionable to play. He did not play Thursday night. First game on Sunday. Now, again, obviously, there's no order here. We go 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 4:30, 8 p.m., and then the Monday game as well. First things first, Titans and Bengals. Now, the Titans are coming off of a loss to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is quietly, well, on paper, they're the best team in the league right now. Do I think they're the best team in the league? Not quite. I think they are a top 3 team in the league, or top 5 at least. The Titans were getting dominated last week by Pittsburgh, first half. And then, of course, the Titans are one of those teams that have a second-half surge. They are much more a second-half team. If there's any way to describe the Titans and you're not a Titans fan, I think it would be resilient. They almost came back and got the win. Gostkowski was set up to get the field goal to tie the game and most likely send it into overtime, barring a Hail Mary play by Pittsburgh in the final seconds. And he missed the field goal. What can I say? Gives the Titans their first loss. The Bengals are coming off of... What are they coming off of? A loss. Listen, the Bengals are 1-5, okay? But Joe Burrow's great, okay? The run game hasn't been there. Their defense is not good. Titans and Cincinnati. Cincinnati doesn't really have a good run defense. I think this is a blowout game. Can Cincinnati score? Sure. The Titans defense needs to buckle it down. They need to buckle it down, and they need to get a lot better. And particularly, the pass defense has not been good. Third down defense has been terrible. The run defense hasn't been good. And the reason why this team is 5-1 is because their offense is firing on every cylinder possible. Tannehill's playing good. Henry's running good. A.J. Brown's playing good. Corey Davis is playing good. The line is giving Tannehill time, and it's all coming together. Problem is that the defense is not. We've given up so many 30-point games this year. Had our offense not been firing, we may not even have a single win this year. Titans-Bengals, I'm going with the Titans to win this game. I think Cincinnati will find ways to score, but I don't think they'll find any type of way to stop the Titans from scoring. My team, Titans, I'm going with the Titans to win this game. Jets in Kansas City. Jets in Kansas City. I'm not sure if there'll be a game on this schedule, on the NFL schedule for the rest of the year, or a game that has passed already that will be more lopsided. The Jets are absolutely terrible. They are absolutely awful. They are, without hesitation, the worst team in the league. They're worse than the New York Knicks, and that's not something to be taken lightly. The Jets are winless, and they will remain winless. Kansas City is coming off of a Super Bowl victory, and they're coming off of a dominating win in Denver. Now, Mahomes necessarily hasn't been lighting it up this year. He's been playing very good, but he hasn't been maybe putting up 400 yards a game. And maybe part of that is due to the fact that the run game has been very good. Clyde Edwards, no, Mahomes doesn't have to throw for 400 yards. The team's 6-1. They had one loss, an upset loss to Las Vegas. Kansas City, Super Bowl favorites to repeat. The Jets, the worst team in the league. I'll let you make that decision right there. The Kansas City Chiefs should dominate this game. One of the things that I put Le'Veon Bell on my fantasy, and a lot of people are going to say, why'd you do that? He's going against the Jets. He's going to want a big game. He didn't really have much of any of those on the Jets. Kansas City is easily the AFC favorite to return to the Super Bowl. Mahomes speaks for himself. The offense speaks for himself. The defense speaks for himself. Kansas City is the most complete team in the NFL. And the Jets are anything but that. Their run game hasn't been doing much. Their defense is not good. Sam Darnold can't find any time. The offensive line is terrible. Absolutely no reason in this world to believe the Jets not only can't win this game, but stand a remote chance. Kansas City should rip this game to pieces. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mahomes was benched in the third quarter. I wouldn't be surprised to see halftime come and Kansas City's up 30-3 or whatever, and Mahomes does not return, because why are you going to risk injury to the best, probably the best quarterback in the league against the Jets when the goal is much bigger and their Super Bowl is obviously very well attainable, okay? Kansas City wins this game. Don't ask me another question. New England and Buffalo. Now, let's say this. Buffalo started the season fantastic. Josh Allen was looking like an MVP. The offense was firing on all cylinders. The defense was playing great. Now, the defense isn't playing bad, but the offense has taken a big step back. Josh Allen hasn't been performing as well, and the offense has definitely taken a step back. Now, we look on the other side of New England. New England got off to a red-hot start as well. Cam Newton was firing on all cylinders. And last week, New England was dominated by San Francisco. The Patriots are currently 2-4. And we're going to find out a lot this weekend. I think this game is so much more important to New England than it is to Buffalo, because Buffalo's 5-2. New England's 2-4. If Buffalo, which is my prediction to win this game, if Buffalo is to win this game, they're 6-2, and they are 3 games ahead of New England. And 3 games ahead of any team for the division is a lot. Buffalo's a much better team than New England. We're going to see what Bill Belichick and the Patriots are made of this Sunday. Do they win the game? No, they don't. Buffalo wins the game. But New England, that would then put them in a position of 2-5. And if I could tell you anything, it's that New England, barring a New England victory this Sunday, it's time to hit the panic button in New England if they don't win this game, or at least make it competitive. I don't expect them to win, but if New England loses 42-6, it's time to hit the panic button. It is time to panic button. I'm going with Buffalo to get the win, even though their offense is taking a step back. Cam Newton needs a big game, or a much bigger game, because 98 yards and 3 interceptions is just not going to cut it, and it certainly won't on New England. Las Vegas and Cleveland. Las Vegas has been on and off this year. Cleveland, say what you want, Cleveland's been playing pretty decent football. Baker Mayfield is very inconsistent. I have my doubts about him. He had a fantastic game last week. The team lost Odell Beckham Jr., who looked like he was starting to kind of get his footing back in the NFL. Cleveland is 5-2. Are they going to win the division? Not a chance. I have Pittsburgh winning the division if everything stays in line. Baltimore is obviously going to be right on their tail, or vice versa. Cleveland could make the playoffs, but it all depends what happens. Can Cleveland hold this stretch for the rest of the season? I'm not sure about that. I don't have that much trust in Baker Mayfield. Is he a terrible quarterback? No. Is he a good quarterback? I don't know. I don't know. Las Vegas and Cleveland. That's a game right there on paper that may not sound interesting, but it has the tools to be a really, really good game. It's really hard to pick this winner. I'm going to go with Cleveland to win this game. I think that they have a little bit more going for them. Las Vegas has found some way struggling. Josh Jacobs has been playing awful lately. And the Raiders, you know, it's hard. I think this is going to be a very close game, but I'm going with Cleveland to get the win. The next game is another game that could quietly be a very good game. The Colts and the Lions, Sunday at 1 o'clock. The Lions are at 500, and I think they'll take it, considering what they've gone through in the past couple of years. Stafford is healthy. He's playing good. The Colts are also playing good. Phillip Rivers, you know, if you have enough of a sample size to have some type of... you have enough of a sample size to have some type of prediction. I think Phillip Rivers is working out for the Colts. I think they might want to see a little bit more from him. The Colts defense is playing fantastic. They really is. Their pass rush has been good. Their pass defense, from what I'm told, has been good. The defense wins games and it wins championships. This Colts team is very good. Do I trust the Colts in a big moment? I don't think so. because I'm not sure I trust Phillip Rivers in a big game. Phillip Rivers is fantastic. He's an all-time great. He will be a Hall of Famer. The Lions, on the other hand, they got some offensive weapons. The Colts win this game, if you ask me. The Lions do make it interesting, but I have the Colts winning this game on Sunday. That's where I'm going with that. And I think that you can develop your own opinion, but I like the Colts defense. They're going to be tested. Ken Galladay is a very good receiver. The run game for Detroit's on and off, and Matthew Stafford's a good quarterback. But that's where I'm going with that. Colts will win this game. The next game, man, it has fallen off in Minnesota. They are 1-5. Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook, I don't even know if he's been playing. I have to, my heart hurts because this Vikings team should be much better than what they are. It's an NFC North matchup between the Vikings and Packers. Aaron Rodgers has been fantastic all year. The Packers had one blowout defeat from Tampa Bay, but otherwise the Packers have been playing very good. Devontae Adams is fantastic. The team's defense is good. The run game is pretty good for the most part. There's no reason to believe that the Vikings will win this game. The Vikings have been awful all year, 1-5. And it's just a lot of questions that we don't have the answers to. It could come to a time where people have their opinions on Mike Zimmer as a coach. But honest to God, I think his time in Minnesota is going to be numbered if the team does not make the playoffs this year or they have an awful season. I don't know why I think that. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, man. What's going to stop this guy from making it to the Super Bowl? It might be Tom Brady. But we don't know that for sure. Green Bay is definitely going to win this game. That might be my lock of the week. They are such a great team. And Green Bay is each and every year they are getting this closer. The only thing standing in front of them is Tom Brady and Russell Wilson. I don't think there's anybody else in the NFC that is going to stand in Green Bay's way. I'm going with Green Bay to get the win. The Rams and Dolphins. The Rams are playing good as well. The whole NFC West is ridiculous. It really is. I mean, listen, the Seahawks are obviously the best team. San Francisco is so inconsistent you can't trust them. The Rams are playing very good. And the Cardinals are one of my favorites to have a deep playoff run that nobody will expect. Rams and Dolphins, what happens? Tua gets his first start on Sunday. It's his first start, and he's going to meet Aaron Donald on Sunday. And this Rams defense has been playing good. I am going to go with the Rams to win this game. Even if the Dolphins started Fitzpatrick, who's been having a good year, I don't see them winning this game. I think the Rams are quietly playing really good right now. Their offense is, the run game's been good. Goff has been on and off. Goff is such a question mark quarterback to a lot of people. Their defense is great. Aaron Donald speaks for himself. I have the Rams winning this game against the Dolphins. Could the Dolphins make it interesting? I don't think they will because Tua's first game, and he's going to meet a tough defense. So I don't see that. What on paper is the best game of the week is the Steelers and Ravens. Why is that? Because the Ravens are the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is fantastic. And the Steelers are on paper the best team in the league right now. They have a great pass rush. Their secondary is very good. Their offense is great. Their running game is good. Ben is good. Pittsburgh has a great coach. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about Pittsburgh that doesn't or hasn't been said already. And on the other hand, you have the Ravens, whose offense hasn't been as unstoppable as we saw it last year. Their defense has been good. Lamar Jackson, we're going to see. I think that this is a game that you should watch. If you're debating what to watch because you don't want to watch the Jets because they're miserable, and you're not a fan of any other team that's playing, watch the Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens. Because I would love to see Lamar Jackson. He is really going to be tested on Sunday. On paper, a lot of people are saying Baltimore is a better team. But I have Pittsburgh in this game. Because I'm really intrigued to see what Lamar is capable of doing against the best defense in the league. And yes, I said the best defense in the league. I'm going with Pittsburgh. But man, is this going to be a war. And it's going to be a fun game to watch. Chargers and Denver. Denver is not good. They're just not good. They have a lot of injuries this year. Drew Lock is so on and off. Phillip Lindsay's been playing okay. They got Melvin Gordon. That's another thing to mention. Melvin Gordon is going against his former team. They may give him a lot of carries on Sunday. I would expect that. Justin Herbert is fantastic. Let's just lay that out there right now. 4 p.m. start for this game. Justin Herbert is fantastic. He is fantastic. We're not going to put him in any type of category, but he's the offensive rookie of the year for me right now. There's no other player that I think is playing better than Justin Herbert. and he hasn't had that much of a time span to do it. He has been fantastic against some of the toughest competition. Denver, not so much. The Chargers' offense has been clicking. Keenan Allen's playing great. Their defense is playing a little bit better. I have the Chargers winning this game. This is an AFC West matchup. Doesn't matter. Denver is just, they're there right now. They're just there. Could they win a game? Sure. Could they win this game? Probably not. Probably not. I'm going with the Chargers to win this game. 4:30 games, Saints and Bears. The Bears are winning games, and they have a good record because of their defense. Their offense is terrible. Nick Foles has done absolutely nothing for the Chicago Bears. Trubisky is just there. The team needs a franchise quarterback. They need a run game, and they need a little bit more from their offense. A lot more. And they maybe need a new coach. How about that? How about that? The Saints, on the other hand, Drew Brees is great. Their defense is good as well. But I don't think the Saints have played to their potential this year. I don't think we're seeing what we wanted to see from the Saints. They're not playing awful. But I think that the Saints are capable of a lot more. And I think this is another game that could be interesting to watch because Chicago's defense has been very good. Khalil Mack's been playing great. I'm interested to see the result of this game. The 4:30 slate of games outside of the Chargers and Broncos game, with their two others, are going to be very good. I'm going with the Saints to win this game because I don't think Chicago is going to be able to score the football. I don't. The Saints may not put up 42 points, but I trust Drew Brees a hell of a lot more than I trust Nick Foles. Let that be known right now. The Saints win this game. Two teams, the last 4:30 game, two teams that have, honest to God, had some of the best football games over the last couple of years will play each other. San Francisco's coming off of a Super Bowl defeat. Seattle's coming off of a good season that didn't end how they wanted. Russell Wilson is firing on all cylinders right now. But he's coming off of his first, I guess you could say, not amazing game. Seattle and San Francisco. San Francisco has injuries. I don't trust them. They're inconsistent. Is this a good game? Probably. Does Seattle win? I think so. I think Seattle wins this game. I think they keep the ball rolling, man. Russell Wilson is getting better by the day and better by the minute. And right now, he's a top 3 quarterback in the league. I'm going with the Seahawks to win this game. Sunday Night Football, I would much rather drink bleach. And if it doesn't kill me, drink it again. That's the Cowboys and the Eagles, the worst division in football. The Cowboys have looked absolutely miserable, without question. They look literally defenseless. Literally. They have no defense. They lost Prescott. They haven't been the same. This team, I don't know, I could be wrong, has scored less than 14 points since Prescott got hurt. They're playing the Eagles, who haven't really looked that much better. But I'll tell you this, the Eagles have a lot more to work with Sunday than the Cowboys do. There's no reason to really believe, outside of a division matchup, that the Eagles won't win this game. I am going to go with the Eagles to win this game. It may not be pretty. It may not. It could literally be a... I don't see the Cowboys winning this game, man. Andy Dalton has had a really tough time since he's taken over as the quarterback for the Cowboys following Prescott's injury, and I don't have any reason to sit here and believe that he will give them a chance to win. Outside of a division matchup, expect the Eagles to win this game. Monday Night Football, final game of the week, the Giants. Up and down, up and down. Tampa Bay, great defense. They look like they're really starting to come together. And if Tampa Bay comes together and gets on a roll, they're going to be a very hard team to stop. Tampa Bay's offense, fantastic. Their defense, even better. The Giants' offense, it is what it is. Their defense, some bright spots. The Giants can't stop the pass. Tampa Bay knows how to do the pass. They're going against Tom Brady. This will probably be a blowout. I give the Giants a better chance to win than the Jets, but Tampa Bay should win this game fairly easily. That's my prediction. These are my predictions. Happy Halloween, everybody. Stay safe.